So, Hogwarts Legacy. Thought I should make this video because I know there's some YouTubers that are deciding not to play this over some comments that the creator of these Harry Potter storyline, or whatever you'll call it, said publicly. But to be honest, there's only one thing I can say about all that.
I'm a male, I'm a man, I'm a he. I don't get into that mentally ill stuff. Okay. Mental illness is contagious.
But in all seriousness, I don't care at the end of the day. I'm dropping this video because I'm going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy tonight. I'm going to have some fun. I hope it's a good game. That's really all that I care about. Other than that, I wanted to see what Ben Shapiro is saying about Hasan not wanting to play Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know if it's because he's scared of trans commentators, but we'll see what he says. I know he says some things that are exaggerated, but yeah, let's go.
All the things in culture, all the things in life must reflect the diktats of the woke left. It's the most authoritarian force in American life right now. And that is clearly true, particularly in the culture where they have the whip hand. And the simple fact of the matter is that the woke left occupies all of the slots in middle management at all the companies that decide exactly how culture is to be done. That is true whether we're talking about woke corporations in non-culture spaces or whether we are talking about culture itself. And that means that they are able to generate an outsized amount of attention and rage directed at particular people. The person who is on the chopping block today, of course, and has been
if you don't agree with that,
is J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is apparently the worst person in the world. Sure, you say, she's the person who wrote Harry Potter. And sure, she's even on the left. You'll remember that she foolishly decided to retcon Dumbledore into a gay dude. There was nothing in the books that suggests that he was gay, but then she was pushed. Why isn't there anyone gay in Harry Potter? It's like, well, I guess Dumbledore was gay. And then they had to make an entire series, Fantastic Beasts, dedicated to the proposition that we need a backstory for Dumbledore in which he likes dudes. Again, all of that is because the woke left always has the whip hand. And J.K. Rowling gave in to a point, but then she refused to give in to the big one, which is men can be women and women can be men. It turns out that J.K. Rowling is pretty invested in the idea that only women, biological women, can be women. And this has made her a persona non grata among members of the woke left, again, despite the fact that she is a member of the political left herself. They've declared that she's a trans exclusionary radical feminist because apparently you are a TERF if you believe in basic human biology. And this means that there has now been a widespread attempted boycott of Hogwarts Legacy. Now, as we will see, wokeism doesn't actually succeed in the marketplace. It actually leads to tremendous failure in the marketplace, but it does succeed in pushing the Overton window to the left steadily and not all that slowly. According to Forbes, the highly anticipated Harry Potter video game debuted this week, but it's been plagued by controversy and boycotts as players grapple with whether to support J.K. Rowling's franchise in light of her history of comments widely seen as transphobic. Hogwarts Legacy is a role-playing game set in the Harry Potter universe and developed by Avalanche Software and published by Warner Brothers Games. It will be released on February 10th. The game has garnered largely positive reviews on places like Metacritic. However, some fans and gamers are boycotting the game in protest of J.K. Rowling because, of course, she has said that men are men and women are women. Some popular game review sites like Kotaku, Polygon, and Eurogamer have not yet reviewed Hogwarts Legacy despite the review embargo lifting on Monday. Others have denounced J.K. Rowling's comments and voiced support for transgender people in their reviews. Jesse Earl, one trans YouTuber and writer, tweeted in December that unlike consuming previously owned Harry Potter books or films, purchasing Hogwarts Legacy while Rowling is, quote, using her ongoing platform to target and also justify her continued targeting of trans people is hateful to trans people. Rowling responded, accusing her of pure thing. Some streamers on Amazon-owned Twitch platforms, including Will Overguard and Nicotine, have publicly voiced opposition to the game. And the idea here is that we have to make sure that no one engages in a game because the creator of the game does not agree with you on a very radical point of view. All of this, despite the fact, by the way, that apparently there is a transgender character in the game. I'm not kidding you. Apparently, Hogwarts Legacy actually does have a transgender character named Sirona Ryan. Again, is according to Forbes. That, by the way, would be the middle managers at Warner Brothers deciding that in order to avoid the flack, they're simply going to give in to the woke left. But Sirona is a witch who runs a tavern in Hogsmeade Village, an NPC that the player can speak to. Sirona doesn't outright say she is a trans woman, but she implies it through her dialogue when she talks about her old classmates and says, "Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard."
What?
Now, is that going to buy off the woke left? Of course it's not going to buy off the woke left. Of course not. They're still angry. And one of the people who is, I think, most hilariously involved in this controversy now is Hasan Piker. He used to be associated with the Young Turks, and now he is a gamer.
A lot of this stuff is really mostly caused by people that have no problems in their lives and they want to make problems. That's really it.
Who declares himself a socialist while buying himself mansions. Really good socialist, Hasan Piker. He's doing some good stuff this week, by the way. He actually donated a bunch of money to victims of the Turkish earthquake. And then he also did some stupid stuff, which is sort of what he normally does. He announced that he is not going to play Hogwarts Legacy. And the reason he's not going to play Hogwarts Legacy is not because he is in principled fashion angry that J.K. Rowling is such a transphobe. He's not going to do it because he says he's a coward. Which, okay, I mean, points for honesty here, Hasan.
Yeah. Only reason why I'm not playing this game, and I know a bunch of other people are not playing this game, is because we know that it's not worth it to get bullied endlessly and called transphobic endlessly in when we have massive queer communities and audiences. That's it. Everybody knows how much leftist motherfuckers love the chirp on the internet. They got no power. All they do is chirp, 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 and that's precisely why so many people that would otherwise like play it, maybe even raise money for charities or whatever.
He's scared of getting bullied.
They're not doing it.
Okay, it's kind of an amazing thing to go on your own show and then just admit that you're a coward and that you won't say the thing because you're so afraid of your own fan base. I mean, he literally said the only reason he's not playing is because people who won't make money. Chirp are basically bullying him into not playing the game. Later, he tried to walk this one back. He went on Twitter. He said, people who want to boycott the game aren't wrong to hate J.K. Rowling. She's awful. Except it's fruitless, no matter how much trans folks want to push for it. It's like trying to boycott Disney. Most people have no idea and don't care about J.K. Rowling at all, and they just want to go to Hogwarts. Okay, well, I mean, you may be correct about the failure of the boycotts, but they've already won. By getting people like Hasan not to play the game, by bullying him, they've achieved their goal. Well, there are a lot of cultural forces aligned against you and against common sense. One corporation that is not aligned against you is Pure Talk, and that's one of the reasons you should switch your phone coverage over to Will Too. Once you try it, go to blackriflecoffee. Exposed between the market, which hates wokeness, and the people who actually push the cultural window to the left. There is this huge gap because Hogwarts Legacy is dominating Twitch right now. According to Kotaku, the open world Harry Potter RPG is now the most popular game on the live streaming platform. So the market loves Hogwarts Legacy. And yet, all of the commentators and the gamers and all of the people who are on the internet, the people like Hasan Piker, they're openly saying that it's not wrong to boycott it, that in fact, they themselves are not going to play the game out of pure fear of their own audiences. So much for the idea that capitalism rules all or that capitalism always wins. It does win when it comes to money making, right? This game will continue to make money, but it doesn't win when it comes to the culture. So again, the goal in the culture space is to continue pushing things over and over and over again to the left. And you can see how this has had an impact in the real world. It's had real political, real world impact, but it's also had massive impact in terms of the kind of entertainment that people consume. So yesterday, Disney made several simultaneous announcements. Disney has been suffering. They lost apparently 2 point.
All right. We get the point. If you want to watch the rest of this video, there you go. Read it. Type that in. I'll leave a link below probably. Yeah.